Hi everybody. We're down here at Timberland Park in Albany, Oregon. It's the memorial site. Everybody's out viewing. Figure I'd come out and get out of the house, take a walk, just look at the day. Another brick in the wall. Isn't that interesting? That just popped in my mind when I looked at this. We're just another brick in the wall. So fascinating, right? Makes you wonder if that's why that's the reason why Pink Floyd did the song. Now I can't get the song out of my head. In the ball field. They got a little discourse. Discourse. It's one of those, you know, how you throw a frisbee into those things. I thought about trying it out, but, you know, just for something to do during the day, keep myself active and throwing things. My legs active and my arms active, but I don't know. I'd have to build up my arms. My arms used to be, you know, when I was in my 30s and 40s. But now that I'm almost in my 60s, I see the change. So interesting. And I think I see it because I kind of watch it. As you can tell when I was, you know, telling you about the images on my, or the wrinkles on my face. But, you know, the wrinkles on my face, on my cheeks and stuff are actually showing images. And that's another thing that, you know, is just so amazing. You know, I know that we're all here and we all have a purpose. We all have a duty. No matter if anybody can see that or realize that or not. But, you know, I have something to share. I mean, I think about it. I mean, how many other channels or what other channel out there or person is showing you images that God is drawing on your body, on your face? And, you know, I think about that movie Legion, where Gabriel tells that guy that Gabriel tells him to follow the instructions, and he goes, "What instructions?" And so it's Gabriel transfers. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's Gabriel that's doing it. Gabriel transfers all those tattoos and markings and images all over his body. Maybe it's Gabriel, because in Nostradamus' images of Gabriel, he's holding a feathered pen, like a scriptwriter. And he's always on, and he floats above God's left shoulder. And then Michael is on the right side of Jesus. It's so interesting because Nostradamus' image shows Father and then shows Jesus. But we're taught that Jesus and Father are one, which they are one, but I think they're being represented as in one as they work together as one. They both have the same you know, teachings, probably ways of being. I don't know. We can look at that many different perspectives. And I say that because when we look at the word para, like parables, the word para, P-A-R-A, means for, F-O-R, for something. Yeah, my mind clicks a lot. But I think that's the best part, I think we should always be thinking and working and doing, keeping our minds active. In my growing up and stuff, we would always have family gatherings at the park. I miss that. It's so interesting because, when I look back, it's like around when my grandmother died and stuff, because my grandmother would always, when my grandmother was alive, we were always having, with my grandma and grandpa, picnics at the park, big family gatherings. But once grandma passed away, and then grandpa, but, actually it was actually grandma. Once grandma passed away, it all stopped. And the interesting thing is, every time that grandma pulled us all together in these big family things, she would always mention to try to keep it going, that family's important. And I remember everybody going, yes, 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 But then as soon as she left, no one had the will, no one wanted to organize it, no one wanted to get together. Oh, it was such a bizarre thing. I remember that too. They put up some new ones. Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling today. I had to get out of the house. Ever since May 10th, I got on that G5 storm. My body just went into this, congestion, stuffy head, lightheaded, ears popping and plugging for. This lasted, just up till today, because I'm still feeling it in my chest, but my nose stopped running. It kind of feels like it plugs up every once in a while, but I keep trying to do my breathing exercises in my nose and out my mouth. And I realized that the more that I breathe in my nose, focus on breathing in my nose, it keeps my airways open. But yeah, I know some of those images on my body are just, my face and my neck yesterday. That was so fascinating because I got to looking at it again, and I'm like thinking, I wonder if that's an ankh on my neck. It's the ankh, it's a cross, and it's got that loop at the top. That's what it reminded me of, because I looked it up in the Egyptian thing, and I was like thinking, there's more to this. There's more to this spiritual journey than what people are talking about, what people are sharing. But I don't know. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just kind of here today and observing, watching. Hey guys, got an umbrella from the sun. It's really not that hot. It's only 70 degrees and breezy. The breeze is kind of chill, kind of interesting. And I noticed it rained a couple of times this week. Not too hard, not too much, but it's like it pulled down some of that pollen that was everywhere. And I'm glad for that, because that pollen was really thick. This thing's been here forever. Since I was a kid. This park used to be actually laid out differently. They used to have a whole big area of it used to be like a skate park kind of like thing, and it had tunnels in it, and to where you can go through these tunnels and stuff. It also had this big rocket ship, toy, or not toy, but it was like a big playground. It had a big rocket ship. They used to have all kinds. They still have company parties here, but when they changed it, they took out all that stuff and then put it in that little play safe area. It's so interesting because you know how like the 80s and stuff, you got these big metal bars and stuff like that, and you're climbing up on them and doing all kinds of things. Now everything is like super sensitive and padded and protected. Seriously crazy. It's like I don't know. It's like we went from being tough growing up, and being able to handle things, to being so sensitive and ultra babies in society now that I don't know. When I was watching the Facebook videos, they have a lot of people, they're getting, police videos, and there are people that are just these young kids that are screaming and kicking and acting like 5-year-olds, and they're like in their teens and 20s and 30s, and I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, it's just a trip. It's like, how they say older people, when they get up into their, way age, like 80s or 70s, 80s, and 90s, they start reverting back to a child type mentality. But all of a sudden, it was, these people are like in their 20s and 30s. They never left the child mentality, kind of like, that guy's over there laid in the shade. Good for him. She's out walking her doggy. I don't know. Maybe I'll title this video "Another Brick in the Wall." Anyway, you guys, I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm going to get a walk in here. And just wanted to share a little bit of what's going on over here in Albany, Oregon on Memorial Day weekend. Have a beautiful day. Shut the sun a little bit. Don't know if I can see it. It's got a glare on my phone.